What's good, everybody? Saber94, TCG Online, Fast Stick. Once again, gonna use my lycanroc dugtrio, and this is gonna be the last game with the deck how it's supposed to be. Basically, the other games I have are with Tauros GX in. They're kind of good, so I might show them. It was before I took out Tauros GX, but yeah, Tauros GX doesn't really do much in this deck. So we're gonna be going against possibly our worst matchup here, and that is Golisopod. And honestly, this deck is an auto loss no matter what you do. I just found that. I mean, this game is actually, we'll see what happens, but even if you fucking do good enough, you have a lead, it's too easy for the opponent to catch up with you since they can get one-hit knockouts. No problem. With just one energy. It really just works perfectly against this deck. Just doing like 240 easy with Golisopod, you can't survive. I mean, I wished I could survive at least if I had something like a fucking uh, dumbbells on, but even with that, it's just you die no matter what. So yeah, my opponent's gonna open up with Wimpod. I've got a bunch of Rockruffs here active and a bench, and we're gonna use the Brooklet Heal, grab the Regirock, just for that little bit of extra damage. If it's even gonna do anything, it's gonna help me. It's very difficult to get one-hit knockouts, even with a bunch of strong energies and Regirock and the Choice Band. Uh, if you don't use with Claw Slash, what I'm trying to say is get one-hit knockouts using Claw Slash. Dangerous Rogue, you can only do it once. So what I'm going to do here is attach the strong energy, and we're going to Sycamore here. I'm going to have to play differently. When I play against this deck, the only option is basically to go super fast, disrupt them, kill them before they get ready kind of thing. Get yourself a lead before they get ready. It's the only way if you even have a chance. My opponent has a Wimpod active and the Downwings of Necrozma, so you can do that free switch around and do mass damage. Uh, it's rough. It's really rough. They've got a billions of ways to just move the guy from the bench to the active spot and get the plus, do all that mass damage, and get one hit knockout. With all the float stones, Downwing of Necrozma, Tabu Koko. But anyway, my opponent is gonna bring out the Necrozma here active. Good play. I do this all the time when I don't have shit. Basically use this as a decoy and save the little Wimpod. Also, that guy has a fighting resistance, so he's trouble. Wish it didn't have that. Well, in this case, when I'm going against it. So, gonna use the Brooklet Heal yet again. It's good that we can take advantage of that. Gonna grab a Diglett here. Maybe it's gonna help me. 2 Diglets, 2 Rockruff. Good balance, I suppose. And I am definitely gonna, well, I'm gonna use Ultra Ball. And we are gonna discard, I'm gonna make a misplay here. I'm gonna discard the Sycamore, and I should have discarded Cynthia because eventually we are gonna use all the cards in our hand and then use Cynthia, so I might as well just use Sycamore and just draw 1 extra card. But minimal difference. I'm gonna be honest, minimal difference. Maybe I'm wrong, but like I've said, it's just if you're gonna win against this deck, you're either gonna win cheaply, super easy, or you're not gonna win. That's it. So, gonna grab the Wimpod, and I wish even this little disruption kind of worked, but because the dude functions on 1 energy, it doesn't matter if they don't have any energy in play. Like they don't, you fucking kill them before they start setting up. It's just as long as they have Wimpods down and they can evolve into Golisopod and just attach an energy, you're dead anyway. That's just the way it is. Sometimes I build my decks in ways that I try to counter my matchups, but sometimes I feel like it just doesn't work. Like for example, the Rayquaza decks, I kind of want to have counters for my bad matchups. This, I don't feel like this is something I can add that can help against the Galisopods. I don't know. But yeah, I just kind of maybe I'm aiming to kind of hope to win the way it was against it. Find out if I can actually win. At least on a good basis against his deck. But okay, gonna play the fucking Parallel City too. Make my opponent's life harder as much as I can. It doesn't help much. I wish there was a way to just do this and make him discard a Wimpod, but the limit is 3, so he's good. We knock out this one, the active one, with the energy, so I guess I'm doing something. have a little bit of lead here. But as soon as he gets Golisopod and energy, I'm kind of getting fucked. Also, I don't have energy in play. It's just this lycanroc. So if he dies, we're gonna have to use dugtrio, and you know that's not bad, of course, but it just they can use like a roll or two in this deck. It's rough. So I'm gonna use the sycamore here. Draw a bunch of shit. Kind of lag. What is this lag again? My fucking PC. We're going to evolve into Dugtrio, and as you guys can see, I attached the energy to the Rockruff. We're kind of going to have to favor Golisopod here, I guess, if I'm going to be able to do something. Use Ultra Ball, grab another Lycanroc GX here, evolve, and grab another Wimpod again. Get the knockout. I'm going to have a 2-prize lead. That's good. Get rid of another Wimpod with the energy. It's the best thing I can do. Not the greatest, but yeah. We're going to play another Rockruff. I want to make sure I use that even a third time. We're going to have to do that. So Claw Slash, another easy knockout. So I'm really looking good. Like, this is possibly as good as it's going to look with you. My opponent having trouble bringing out Golisopod. I don't know. Maybe he can't really see a supporter. I'm being lucky, but it's only a matter of time. Like, even with a lead, I mean, it's just too much because you cannot you get 2-hit knockouts on him. You can only get at best 1-hit knockout with the GX attack, and in this case, I feel like the opponent isn't even gonna fill the bench. So uses Ultra Ball, finally grabs a Tapu Lele, I guess. So he's gonna grab a Sycamore consistency shit, okay, and he's gonna start doing shit maybe. Hope not, but he's probably gonna grab some things. Let's see. And all he needs is a Grass Energy, a Floatstone, and Golisopod. And Lycanroc is dead. Okay, so just gonna play down another Wimpod, attach a Grass Energy, and pass. So that's great. That puts me in a great position. I have another free turn basically to do something. But we unfortunately won't be able to take advantage of Bloodthirsty Eyes again. And I'm thinking if there's a way to use the GX attack at least and get instantly 2 prizes on this dude to get him out of the way. But it's just impossible with the fighting resistance. If it didn't have the fighting resistance, he actually would have been dead. I would have attached the other strong energy, kind of waste an attachment, but at least I'm getting 2 prizes. So no, we're just gonna do 120. But I definitely want to pick that guy out later, though. I don't want to let this damage go to waste. So we're definitely gonna use Lycanroc to pull this guy later. It's probably gonna retreat him now. Okay, so Guzma, finally the shit is gonna start. It's gonna bring out Regirock and leave him stuck there, and that really sucks because he didn't manage to make a play, and he brings out Regirock here stuck. And I'm thinking, wow, if I had a way to retreat now, it would have been game. I mean, it's not over yet, but I'm gonna have to take the pass here. Just gonna have to pass. And I really just decided, hey, I don't want to attach a DC on Regirock EX. I mean, we've got a bunch of energy in play, so maybe I could spare that DCE, waste it like that, and then next turn attach one more retreat, but don't want to do that. I'm hoping I see a switch or something. We need to see a support or two. We're kind of lacking here. And fortunately, don't draw shit. Draw the fucking nest ball. That's useless, man. Fuck. So attach the strong energy to the Rockruff, another free turn, and my opponent isn't doing shit still. I mean, he attached the grass energy on the Tapu Lele, I guess so that maybe it can retreat for free. Retreat when it wants to. What I'm trying to say is later. It would have been great if I could have attacked this past 2 turns, even at least just this turn. Would have made a big difference. So my opponent passes once again, and we get the Lycanroc. That's good. But what am I gonna like grab here? Regirock is fucking stuck, man. Pretty shit. And I think at this point I'm gonna attach a DC because there's nothing else I can attach it to. I mean, DC on the Dugtrio is useless. The other guys are basically ready. So I'm gonna attach the energy to Regirock. I guess next turn if we don't see shit and we see another energy, at least we can retreat and attack. shit, but I mean, my opponent is doing pretty shit too. Yeah, normally I'd be destroyed in a couple of minutes against this deck, but finally it seems my opponent brings out the Golisopod GX, attaches the choice band. It's got the grass energy on. So first impressions, an easy knockout on the lycanroc. Very, very sad. I'm going to promote the Rockruff here because I know that I'm going to bring out lycanroc and dugtrio too. So going to use the nest ball now, I guess, since lycanroc died. Grab the Necrozma. A little too late, so I think, yeah, just another Rockruff. That's probably going to be better. Maybe we're going to need Bloodthirsty Eyes once again. Okay, so I'm going to use the Field Blower. Not really going to make much of a difference, but I guess if my opponent doesn't manage to retreat, bring out Golisopod, I can just minimize the damage, help myself live, kind of, maybe. We're going to bring out the Necrozma here. Going to knock this dude out, get him out of the way. Draw cards too from the prizes. Hopefully I get something that helps. So, we're at 2 prizes left, so we just need to knock out a Pokemon that gives 2 prizes. I'm hoping there was a way to just target down the fucking Tapurere. It's probably the only way, but I kind of, the Lycanroc here that has the strong energy is going to die. The other one doesn't have shit, and with the Float Stone I can't even use the Choice Band. So, you know, before you know it, 2 attacks, and my opponent, he is, like me, only needing 2 prizes now. So we have to use Dugtrio, unfortunately. If I can do some good damage, he doesn't use Akarola, then maybe I can use the fucking Lycanroc to finish the job, but is it going to work out like that? I'm going to try. We're going to use N to bring out my opponent to 2 cards. Hopefully he doesn't get shit, but I'm not out of the woods. I'm not out of the woods, my player. Okay. So just Earthquake, this is really the only thing we can do. Earthquake, I'm going to do some good damage, but it's going to be a 2-hit knockout. That's it. And I'm thinking if there's anything I can do, but it's just Earthquake. 120 damage. Good shit, man. It's good shit. But my opponent is going to, unfortunately, attach the DC, use Guzma, and finish me off. Unfortunately, we tried, but like I've said, you can't really win against this deck. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys subscribe, leave a like, share this with your friends. Say Roll94. What's up?